Thank you for coming into the vet clinic where we are allowed to have tattoos. How may I help you? I'm here with my dog. Okay. What's your first and last name so I can go ahead and get you checked in? It is Karen Smith. And young lady, what is on your arm? How do you expect to ever get a job with those job stoppers? I mean, they're not job stoppers. I do have a job. I also have another job as well and had no problem getting hired there. I'm sorry, what does this have to do with your appointment right now? Nothing. I just don't really agree with, tattoos and those kinds of things, and especially because they're visible. I am a manager of a front office, and we're not allowed to have any kind of visible tattoos at all. Okay, yes, we do allow them here. Our doctors, this is completely within policy to have visible tattoos, so it's not a problem. And Karen Smith with floofydoofyy, is that correct? There's somebody else that I could actually talk to. Do you think another person could get me checked in? I'm sorry, it's just kind of making me nervous because I can tell that you have some flowers and a snake on your arm, and I actually hate snakes. So I just don't feel comfortable right now. Okay, sure. I will go get the other receptionist for you. Just one moment, please, okay? Hi, I'm the other receptionist. How may I help you? It's nothing. Okay, I'm gonna take a seat. So you just let me know when the doctor's ready. Hi, ma'am. Are you ready to get checked out? How was your visit today? It was not good. I'd like to lodge a formal complaint. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's going on? What happened? I don't like being treated like a secret client. I'm sorry, what do you mean a secret client? You've been treating us like you're ashamed of us from the second we made this appointment. You told us to go through the back door, and then you shoved us directly in a room the moment we got here, and it was the most corner room at that. I do apologize. That wasn't the intention. When you called, you said your dog was coughing and hacking and recently stayed at Puppy Paws, and they just had a kennel cough outbreak. I don't care what kind of outbreak they had. They could have had a COVID outbreak for all I care. That policy is in place to protect all dogs, and your dog as well, ma'am. I don't care whose policy it is, but I want to talk to the doctor. Not the hospital manager, to the doctor. You were just with him, so you were more than welcome to talk to him about it then, but now he's moved on to another room, but I can put in a note for the doctor to give you a call later on when he's free. How do I know you're going to put in a note, and what are you going to say about me to him? I'm just going to let him know that you have questions about our kennel cough policy and how you didn't like being asked to go immediately to a room with a sick pet. I have more so of a problem with how this policy is being enforced, not really with the doctor. Well, I'm sure he'll be very happy to hear that I'm informing policy, keeping dogs safe. The card machine is ready for you, ma'am. Thanks for calling the vet clinic the exact second we open. How can I help you? Hello? I've been calling you for hours. Hello? Hello, are you there? Oh my gosh. Hi, good morning, ma'am. Yes, I'm here and I can hear you. How can I help you? Did you not get my 10 voicemails that I left you? Hello? Good morning, ma'am. We did have a few voicemails from a few different people. Can you tell me who you are so I can go ahead and look up your chart? This is urgent and I need to speak to the vet immediately. I don't have time for this right now. I understand. It is 7:01 right now and we open at 7 o'clock. So you're the first call of the day. What's your name so I can help you, ma'am? My name is Amanda Smith with floofydoofyy, and I need to get a medication of his refilled immediately. I need to speak to the vet right now. Okay, Amanda Smith, floofydoofyy. The vet isn't here yet. He does get here at 7:30, but I can go ahead and put in a message for him regarding a refill request. What medication is it? So you open at 7 or 7:30? I don't quite understand where the discrepancy is right now because I would like, as a client, to speak to the vet. You're really setting the tone for a really great day. Thank you. But the vet is not here yet. Like I said, we are open right now for drop-offs and different things like that, but he doesn't start seeing appointments until a little bit later. So he comes in later. What medication though are you needing refilled? So I can put in this message for him and we can hang up the phone. I need a refill of his heartworm preventative. As luck may have it, I can get that refill for you. It looks like, yeah, Floofy Doofy's up to date on his exam and his heartworm test. So are you wanting 6 months or a year? I would like whatever I got the last time. Okay, can you just look at that for me? Okay, I will refill you 6 months worth of heartworm preventative. It'll be ready within the next, 10-15 minutes. So I don't need to speak to the vet. Not for this instance right now. Yeah. Okay, well, I hope you have a really great morning and we'll see you later. Bye. Thank you for calling the vet clinic I work at. This is Ashley. How may I help you? Hi, yes, I'd like to drop my dog off for boarding, please. Okay, perfect. Let's get you scheduled. What is your first and last name? It is Luna Smith. Okay, would it maybe be under a different last name, or maybe I could try your phone number? It doesn't look like we have any Luna Smiths. No, I've actually never been to your clinic before, but my flight does leave in 2 hours, so I'm actually driving right now on the way to your vet clinic to drop off my dog for boarding. Okay, so we actually don't have any space available right now, even for our established clients, because this is a holiday weekend, and we do book out weeks and weeks in advance for these kinds of things. But let me check in the area and see maybe if another clinic might have room for you immediately. No, I'm sorry. Even though I've never been to your vet clinic, I am going to be dropping off my dog. So I will be there. I'm right around the corner. Okay, sweetie? Okay, let me just check with the doctor and see, because sometimes we do have overbook kennels and runs available, and it looks like today we didn't have any dentals or surgery procedures, so we might be able to get you in one of those overbook rooms. Do you happen to have, if he says yes, a copy of your vaccines from a different vet clinic? No, I actually don't believe in vaccines. I'm not sure why you would ask me that. So no, we don't get our dog any vaccines, and don't even try to get me started on titers either. We don't titer our dog, okay? So none of it, okay? Okay, so we do require all of the core vaccines to be updated, along with the fecal and heartworm test, and with the kennel cough outbreak and the flu outbreak right now, we do require those vaccines to be... No. I'm going to stop you right there. Because I'm not doing that, and you are going to be taking my dog. I have lived in this area for 20 years. 20 years? Okay, that's probably longer than you've worked there, and probably longer than you've actually been alive. So I'm going to need you to take my dog because I'm pulling into your parking lot right now. Ma'am, I'm sorry, there's absolutely no way we're going to be able to without them being vaccinated, and probably every other clinic in this area is the same thing. I mean, maybe we could give you rabies and bordetella today, but you would have to... Oh, well, hello, Mrs. Smith. No, it's so easy. Hi, can we get 2 large glasses of cranberry juice, please? Okay, 2 large glasses of cranberry juice. Do you want to start off with any appetizers? We'll get some fried pickles, and then, yeah, just the 2 glasses of cranberry juice. Perfect, sure thing. I'm gonna go place your order, and I'll be right back with the drinks. Okay, here's your cranberry juices. Your fried pickles should be out shortly. Let me know in the meantime if you need anything else. Yeah, just put it under the table and pour the vodka under it. She'll never see it. She's all the way over there. Cheers. Yeah, that's how you get free alcohol. I just wanted to let y'all know we went ahead and canceled your order of fried pickles, and you are free to go at any time, so have a great day. What do you mean we're free to leave? We just sat down and we're not finished with our drinks and we still want food. Well, we all could see you taking out that massive sparkly flask out of your purse and pouring drinks under the table, and it is against the law to bring alcohol into an establishment like this. So yes, we are going to need you to leave right now. You can't kick us out. You have no proof of anything. We haven't done anything wrong. We're literally just sitting here drinking our cranberry juice. We can 100% deny you service. We could lose our liquor license. We could be massively fined. You need to leave before my manager decides to call the cops. Okay, fine, we'll leave. Gosh, why do you have to be so strict about it? Nothing would happen. It's totally fine. Why can't you just be chill? Get out. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name's Luna. This is a day in my life as a stay-at-home dog. First off, I have to just bite my brother's bones to make sure that they're good and strong. Second, we get to go on our walk. This is our literal favorite time of the day. We don't really like the elevator, but Mom wasn't really in an exercise-y mood, if you know what I mean. So we didn't take the stairs. Sometimes I wonder why that box can't just directly teleport us to the park. But we do like going on a walk with Mom. It's very therapeutic. Walk, walk, walk. Now here we are. I like to put my butt in the air, growl at my brother, and then yell, wee, until he can catch me. He is very fast, so he always catches me. There's an annoying dog in that apartment that just barks and barks at us the whole time. But it's kind of like my brother barking at everyone that walks by. Next, we get treats. See how I'm getting a circle treat, a full circle? That's because I'm not scared of circles, because I'm a big girl. But my brother, on the other hand, he doesn't like circles. He will spit them out. So we have to cut the circles in half to accommodate.
Thank you for calling the restaurant. How may I help you? Hi, I just want to go over some details for our private event tonight. I want to go over our linen selections, make sure that the menu's going to be okay, things like that. Okay, yes ma'am, I can definitely transfer you over to our event coordinator. Can you tell me the name of your party and your name as well? An event coordinator? No, we don't have an event coordinator. I just saw online that you guys offer private dining rooms and the services that come with them. So our private dining areas are not first come, first serve. We do book out months and months in advance for those, and in order to reserve a room, you do have to sign a contract, pay a deposit, those kind of things. No ma'am, I don't think that's how it works. So I saw online your business hours, the time that you are open. So obviously our event is within your business hours, and I also saw all the private dining rooms that we can reserve. But we've had this planned out for like 6 months now, so I don't know what the issue is. Yes, so we do have our business hours online, what time our restaurant is open and what time we close. But again, like it says online, the private dining rooms do have to be reserved. You would have an event coordinator that would help you get everything ready. You would have to pay a deposit. There's a lot of steps that go into it, so I apologize, but we would not be able to host your event tonight. All of our private dining rooms are booked. Well, no, we've had this event booked out for about 6 months now, so all of our event is going to be showing up tonight. We've reserved the large area next to the patio. Well, I've said the same exact thing now about 5 times, so I'm not going to continue repeating myself because I don't think you're listening, but I will say it just one more time. Hopefully it sticks. All of our private dining rooms are booked, even though we have the pictures online of which rooms you can book, just as examples, and we have our business hours on there. That doesn't mean that you can just walk in and get a private dining room. Again, I apologize for the confusion, but there are things that go into reserving a private dining room, okay? Well, we're gonna be there regardless because I'm not listening, so make sure no one's in our event space. Thanks. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Oh, goodness gracious. Here's the estimate for your dog's visit today. Do you have any questions on it? I do. These prices are outrageous. Is there anything that I can clear up for you, or do you have any questions on the services? Is there anything that you don't want to do today? When I used to come in, the rabies vaccine was $5. You're saying that it's $25? Yes, ma'am. The rabies vaccine does cost $25, but it is a 3-year vaccine, so you won't have to get the vaccine for another 3 years. Well, I'm going to change the prices on here a little bit. Can I use this pen? So for the rabies vaccine, I think I'm just going to stick with the $5. Thank you so much, but I'm not going to be paying the extra $20. The prices are non-negotiable. Yes, the rabies vaccine is $25. I think for all the vaccines, it looks like the distemper and the few other ones, we're just going to do $5 all across the board. I think that's easier too because I'm going to be paying in cash. So I can just do $5, $5, $5, $5. Again, that's not how this works. This is the estimate for our services, and our prices are competitive and just pretty standard. So do you have any other questions? Well, $5 for each vaccine is my best and final, so you can take it or leave it. Okay, so we'll be leaving it. Do you want me to send your records to a different clinic, or are you wanting to price shop around and maybe just give us a call back later? This is the worst customer service experience I've ever had. The fact that you can't bring your prices down to help me out is ridiculous. Okay, so there are a few low-cost vaccination stations and different things like that around the corner where you can go get the vaccines at a lower rate. But again, these are the prices. So is there anything that I can do for you today? We're not gonna be negotiating on the prices though. Hi, we have a reservation for tonight for 4 people. Welcome in. What's the last name on the reservation? It's under I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat the name again? The last name is So it's for 6:15, party of 4, whichever name the reservation is under. That's great. I'm sorry, I'm still not getting the last name. We do have a few parties of 4 for 6:15. Do you want to write down the name or do you want to try saying it one more time? I just have no idea what name she used. So again, we'll just take the next table that seats 4 people for 6:15 because that's when the reservation was for. I can't seat you without a reservation because we are on a wait list and we are completely booked up. It'll be in about an hour and a half wait if you don't have a reservation. Should I just go ahead and put you on the wait list, or did you remember the name? I have no idea what to tell you, and I don't know why you're making this so difficult. We have a reservation at 6:15 for 4 people. Can't you just make it work? No, ma'am, I can't. It would definitely make my job a lot easier if I could, but I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on the wait list. I do need your name, though, for you to go on the wait list. There's a bar behind you, and you're more than welcome to grab a drink and some appetizers while you wait for your table. You should have my name, though, from the original reservation. But since you clearly don't have it, my name is Mirabella. See, that wasn't so hard for you to give me your name. Yeah. Okay, here is your clicker. We'll let you know whenever your table's ready. Welcome into the vet clinic. How may I help you today? Hi, I'm just here to drop off my dog for boarding. Okay, what's your first and last name so I can get you checked in? It's under Karen Smith, and I have Floofy Doofy here. Okay, Karen Smith with Floofy Doofy. It doesn't look like we have a Floofy Doofy down for boarding today. I don't, but I was hoping I could get my reservation with the clinic down the road just transferred over here. What do you mean get your reservation with the clinic down the road transferred over here? Because they're requiring me to get some things done in order to board there as a client. So I just figured since I'm not a client here, I could just have my reservation just transferred over here and I can board Floofy Doofy with you guys. Okay, so that's not really how boarding works. We're not affiliated with that vet clinic, so we can't transfer anything, and I can guarantee whatever they're needing you to get updated, we need it here too. Okay, well, as a new client, and I'm sure you want my money and my business, I want to board Floofy Doofy here over the weekend. Okay, so we are completely booked up for boarding over this weekend. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but we would also need to establish you as a client here first. That doesn't work for me. So we need to figure out how to rectify the situation. Okay, well, I think the best thing to do would be go back to your other vet clinic where you have the boarding reservation and board with them and just have them update what's needed. Because you'd have to do that here anyways with us if you were going to stay here. So you're saying that I can't come here, you're denying me service? Ma'am, I'm not denying you service. I'm just saying there are a few extra steps needed before you can just drop your dog off. Well, I'm going to let that vet clinic know about my experience here and how unpleased I am with this vet clinic. Okay, we have absolutely nothing to do with that vet clinic, so have a great day. Thank you for coming into the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, I need to get this medication refilled, please. Okay, yeah, let me take a look. So it looks like this wasn't prescribed here. Are you a current client with us? No, I'm just actually in town visiting a friend. I do live in a different state, and I've never been here, so. Okay, so in order to get this filled, we would need to establish you here as a client. The doctor does need to see you, and the doctor does need to approve prescribing this to you. You can just fill it. I promise I won't tell anybody. I won't tell anyone if you just go back there and you just fill it for me. Okay, has your current vet in a different state seen you within the past year? And is this an ongoing medication that they approve of you being on? It is. I just saw them last month. Okay, so it'd probably be in your best interest and cheaper to give them a call and see if they can call it into a pharmacy for you within the area that you're staying. No, I want to get this filled right now. Okay, so we don't have any appointments for new or existing clients for 2 weeks. So I do think it would be in your, again, best interest and time to call your old vet or your current vet and get them to send in a prescription for you. They are very busy. I don't want to bother them, and while I am standing here, I want you to fill this for me because my dog needs this, and I forgot to fill it before I left on vacation, and he's actually been out of it for a month now. Ma'am, there's nothing more I can do for you. This is a human medication as well, so any local pharmacy should be able to fill this for you. You do need to call your current vet and talk to them. Please. Thank you. Thank you for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? Hi, I need to schedule an appointment for my dog. Okay, of course. What is going on with your pet and what is your first and last name? My name is Amanda Jones and my dog has been vomiting for quite a bit now. Okay, how long has your dog been vomiting for? Since my sister-in-law's birthday party. Okay, can you give me a little bit more of an idea of when that was? What do you mean? It was when my sister-in-law had her birthday? Okay, well, I don't know when your sister-in-law had her birthday party. So do you have the specific date, or was it last week or a few weeks ago? Well, I mean, I don't remember. All I know is that my dog has diarrhea and I need to get in for an appointment. Can you help me with that? Or do you need to know the specific date, time, hour, and second that my dog took a shit? Ooh. Okay, I'll just put in a few weeks ago. Yeah, and then we can go from there. Is there any other concerns, or is it just that? Yep, honey, that's all. It looks like we have this coming Friday at 9, we have 4, and then we also have Monday pretty much the whole entire day as well. I don't know, I don't have my calendar in front of me. Can I maybe give you a call back later? Right, because it's not like you didn't call me first. Okay, have a good day. Thank you for coming into the extremely busy vet clinic. How may I help you? I need to pick up a medication right now, please. Okay, what's your first and last name? So I can go grab the prescription for you. I never called it in. Okay, what's your first and last name so I can see if you have any refills on it. If it's something quick and easy, I can go fill it for you. It's for Amanda Smith, and I need the hydrocodone filled right now. Oh boy, oh boy. What's wrong? Is that too hard for you to do? It's not that it's hard, it's just that the hydrocodone, 1, doesn't have any refills on it. 2, it looks like you get a written script and you take it elsewhere, and the doctor does have to sign those himself. It can't be a stamp, and he is not in the clinic right now. He's actually at lunch. No one's gonna know the difference if it's just a stamp, and you can just add a refill on there, it's fine. Ma'am, I cannot do that under any circumstance, and especially not under a controlled drug. The doctor does need to approve another refill of it, and he does need to sign the form. So you're gonna tell me that I drove all the way up here from my house 5 minutes down the road and you can't refill this medication for me? That is what, cell phones are for. So you next time are more than welcome to call to make sure. I'm going to put in a note for the doctor that you are wanting to get this hydrocodone refilled. I can even mark it as urgent, so it pops up to the top of his callback list. But yes, there is not anything that I can do right now for you at all. But I'm sure you know the doctor's signature really well by now, especially if you have, the stamp, Ma'am, that is illegal. Absolutely not. That's not gonna happen. So, yeah, I'll let the doctor know of this whole entire conversation. If you don't mind just filling out this client info sheet real quick, the tech will be right with you. No thank you. I don't have time to fill that out. Okay, yeah, it's just a form confirming all of your information. It looks like we had some mail that was returned for you too, so if you don't mind just changing your address on there. Okay, I guess I'm waiting for an appointment. I'm not here to fill this out. Okay, there's totally not a rush on it. If you aren't able to finish it in time, you can just take the form into the room with you and give it to the tech. Okay, I guess if you insist on me doing this. It's definitely not a secret form. I am going to be typing into the computer system everything you write down. Hi, is this Floofy Doofy? I'm going to be your tech today, Amanda. If you want to go ahead and follow me back into a room, we'll get you started. I'm not finished with the form yet, so I'm going to sit here and finish it. You're more than welcome to bring the form with you into the room, and we can just go ahead and get started, and you can finish filling it out while we are proceeding with your appointment. But that receptionist said it was really important to get it finished right this second. Yeah. I'm here to drop off my dog for boarding. Hi, welcome. What's your first and last name so I can get you checked in? My wife is the one that usually does this, so I'm not gonna have all of the answers to your questions. Yeah, that's no problem at all. We understand. But let's just start with your first and last name and your pet's name. Yeah, I think I could answer that one. This is Floofy Doofy, and I'm Joe Smith. Okay, Floofy Doofy, perfect. It looks like you're dropping off today to Friday, and then we're gonna have a bath upon departure. Does that maybe sound correct? Maybe. I have no idea. Okay, no worries. And what about food? Did you bring your own food from home, or are we gonna be using our food here? Did you bring any treats, toys, bed, or blanket with you? I don't know. The dog wouldn't eat if my wife didn't take care of him, So I have no idea. Okay, yeah, and last question. What's the best emergency phone number for you? I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's your wife's, probably, right? And she gave me this list, so hopefully that helps. Sorry, I forgot about it in the beginning. Awesome, wonderful, thank you. So it does say here that you do have food of your own. Is it maybe in your car? Beats me. I'm just the taxi. I have no idea. Okay, it says on this list that he's on a very special diet, and it's not a diet that we carry here, so we wouldn't be able to feed it for him unless you bring it in with you. And she said it's imperative that he stays on this diet. Yes, I'm so glad you said that. She did load up a bag in my car. Let me go grab it for you, and that should probably be the food, right? Yes, perfect. If you don't mind just grabbing that. It also looks like she packed him a bed, toys, medications, and a blanket as well. So yeah, we're gonna need that bag. Thank you. Yeah, this just is not part of my normal routine, so I have absolutely no idea what goes on with the dog. But thank you so much. Ma'am, hi. Hello, it's rude to ignore people. Oh, hi. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What's going on? Do you have a connecting flight whenever we land? Is DFW your final location? Yeah, I do have a connecting flight after this. DFW is not my destination. Okay, well, I have a connecting flight, and from there I have plans. So I was really hoping that you would just switch with me. That would be so great. I can't sit in the back. No? Yeah, I paid for the seat, and I'm not going to be switching. So, yeah, have a good day. Do not ignore me, young lady. No, I'm not switching with you. Go talk to the flight attendant or to the gate agent if you want to get on a different seat. This flight is not full. There's clearly empty seats everywhere. Maybe they can help you. Do not touch me. Flight attendant! Hi, good evening. What seems to be the problem? The problem is that I have a connecting flight the second that I land, and this young lady right here is not willing to switch seats with me. I don't have time to be at the back of the plane. I could care less what is going on with this lady, but she has touched me. She's tried to take off my headphones. I've already said no. Get her away from me right now. Ma'am, please go sit in your seat, or I'm going to need to go get the pilot, and I don't think you're gonna like that. No need to get the pilot. I'll go to the back. I just don't know who raised the generation that raised you. Ma'am, can I please get a glass of Chardonnay like the exact second we get in the air and you can serve me? Of course, and please let me know if she comes up here and tries to bother you again. We don't tolerate that kind of behavior on this airline. Have a good flight. Hi, welcome into the fine dining restaurant. How can I help you? Yes, I'll take a glass of your top shelf brandy. Neat. Yes, sir, of course. So we do have a young lady. I know for a fact that I didn't stutter. I want your most expensive brandy, no questions asked. Okay, everyone else at the table heard that right? What he said? Doesn't matter what it is, it's just top shelf, most expensive. Okay, I will be right back with that drink, sir. Hello? Hi, yes, sir, sorry. Is there something that you want to add to your drink order? I was just wondering where my drink is. Why is it not literally in my hand right now? What's taking so long? It's not in your hand because I haven't gone and rang it in yet, and I've been standing here and only a few seconds have passed since our last interaction. So it's just gonna be a few minutes. I don't think you quite understand. Once again, this is a client business meeting. I am the client they are trying to wow, so I expect a certain level of urgency in your service. What restaurants have you gone to where you've gotten a drink handed to you the second that you place the order with the server? It's very magical. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, here is everyone's drinks. Have you had a minute to look over the food menu, or do you need a few more minutes? We're ready to order, and I feel like we're gonna play a little game and start a timer for you because the drinks took way too long. How long is the food gonna take? The food service is gonna take a little bit longer than the drink service, but again, it's really not that busy in here, so everyone will be doing excuses. The real world is gonna eat you up and spit you out one day because all you've been saying is how you can't accommodate very simple and basic requests. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. So you're the client, and this is the business that wants you to be their client. I mean, if I was this business, I would definitely not want you as one of my clients, but you must have a lot of money. So do you want to go ahead and place your food order so I can let the kitchen know to hurry up with it? We're not ready to order, right? No one wants to order? Okay, yeah, so we'll let you know, sweetheart. Okay, yeah, yes, sir. Thanks for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? I was just in to see you guys and my dog is not getting any better. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me take a look at your chart and see what's going on. What's your first and last name? Joe Smith, and no one's been to my house to administer the medications to my dog? What do you mean no one's been to your house to administer the medications to your dog? My dog was in there for an ear infection, and no one's come to my house to administer the medications to him. Can you hear me? So I apologize for any confusion, but we don't come to your house to administer any medications to your pet. That is for you to do when you're at your house. That's why we sent you home with the medications. No, it says on the bottle to administer them multiple times a day. And when I was there, you guys confirmed my address with me and all my information in my chart. Why would you need my address if you're not going to come to my house? So we were just confirming your contact information to send you mailers and flyers and discounts and different things like that, but we don't come to your house to administer the medication. That's probably why your dog's ear infection isn't getting better. Okay, well, I would like the doctor to call me because this is not the kind of customer service that I was expecting. Yeah, sure thing. I'll put a note in for the doctor to call you, and he'll be calling you. He won't be coming to your house. Okay? Have a good day. Hi, welcome into the super busy restaurant. How can I help you? You know, you'd be a lot prettier if you smiled more. What? You know, I always saw you back there before you came over here and you weren't really smiling. I just feel like, what do you have to be sad or worried about? Literally nothing. Like, what can I get you to drink? Do you need a few more minutes at the menu? Maybe some appetizers for the table? You don't need to give any attitude. I'm just giving a little bit of customer feedback, constructive criticism. I just think you'd maybe even make more money if you just use those muscles in your face. Okay, sounds like maybe we're just not hungry or thirsty at the moment right now. So I'm gonna go check on a few other tables and then I'll come back. We're ready. I don't know why she doesn't like us. You ready to order? Okay, what can I get you started with? We'll take some hot water, piping hot water with 3 lemons each. Thank you. Of course. Hi, thank you for calling the restaurant. How may I help you? Yeah, hold on. Jackson, put your brother down. Put your brother down right now. Hi, yes ma'am. How can I help you today? Yeah, hi. I said a second. I'm in the middle of trying to deal with children. Do not put that in his mouth. Take that out of his mouth. Okay. Put him down. Okay, honey. Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready to take my order? This needs to be quick. Yes, ma'am. I'm ready whenever you are. What would you like? What? I can't hear you. What? You need to hold the phone closer to your mouth. Yes, ma'am. What can I get you for your to-go order? You can go ahead and start letting me know. Jackson, what do you want to eat? What are you hungry for? I'm on the phone with the lady right now. What do you want? Okay, so we're gonna do an order of the kids' cheese quesadillas, but you need to make sure there's no cheese coming out of the sides and that it's not burnt at all, okay? It's fully cooked. Okay, a kid's quesadilla with cheese. What else would you like? Did you not hear the no burnt cheese? He will literally spit it at me if there's any burnt cheese. Yes, ma'am. No burnt cheese. Got it. What else would you like? Jackson, go ask Mimi what she wants to eat. She's in the other room. Go ask her. I don't have the menu in front of me. Yeah, I'll just wait. No, baby, I don't know where Mimi is. That's your job to go find her. She might be at the neighbors if you want to go across the street. Ma'am, do you maybe want to give us a call back whenever you know everybody's order and you're able to contact all the people who want food? Or, good Lord, sweetheart, you do not articulate your words. You need to speak up. Yes, ma'am, I was just asking if you are ready to order or not right now. I'm ordering my food right now. So just tell me what's the most popular dish that people order. Yeah, fan favorite is always the chicken tacos or... No. Mimi hates chicken tacos. What? Okay, well, there is now a line forming in front of me at the hostess stand, so I'm going to put you on a brief hold for a second. You can go ahead and collect all of the to-go orders, and I'll be right back in a few minutes. That's fine, but I expect when you pick up the phone for you to be more prepared. Okay, yes, I'll be right back. Ma'am, we've been sitting here for like 15 minutes and no one's come to greet us or take our order. Can you help us? Hi, I'm so sorry to hear that. You said you've been sitting here for 15 minutes and no one's come by? Yes, that's what I just said. We've been sitting here for 15 minutes. Okay, well, I don't see any menus in front of you. Did you get sat by the hostess? No, we didn't see the hostess. There was a long line to get sat and she had a wait list and we saw a table just open up, so we sat ourselves. It's really not a big deal. We're right next to the bar, and in most restaurants, the bar area is just like a free-for-all, so we just sat down, but we would like to be served now. Well, this bar area is definitely not a free-for-all, and if there's a line and if there's a wait list, then I think that would indicate that you'd have to wait to get sat. Again, nobody will be by to serve you though until you check in with the hostess. No, I know the owner and I'm not leaving, and I know that once you get sat, you get to stay here. So again, I'm not leaving. This is where we'll be for the rest of the night. Oh really, you're a friend of the owner? Which owner? What do you mean, who do we know? You don't know the owner of your own restaurant? Of course I know the owner, but the partnership is divided up into multiple people, and since this is a franchise, are you saying you know the owner of this franchise, or you know the owner of like the whole entire company? It doesn't matter. Clearly you need to be educated on your company's history, but while you're here, we will take a bucket of Miller for the table. Again, there is a wait, so I'm gonna need to go check with the hostess, and even when our owner brings in friends, they always wait their turn, so I'll be right back. Yeah, sweetheart, you go check with the hostess and then maybe bring a manager over here if you're gonna have this attitude all night long. It's totally okay that we're sitting here. It's a restaurant and people sit down in restaurants. Oh, I will definitely be right back with the manager, and the manager on duty is actually one of the owner's wives, so this is gonna be really fun. Hello everyone in the exit row. I do need a verbal confirmation that you are willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency. I'm gonna go ahead and start with you. Yes, ma'am, I do need a verbal confirmation. Just a yes or no will suffice. That's why I nodded. Yes or no? Oh my gosh, you're so annoying. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Next, sir, do you actually mind just taking out your headphones real quick? Huh? Hi, yes. Are you willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency? I do need a verbal yes or no. I already said yes when you were talking to her. You didn't hear me? No, I didn't. I do need individual yeses and nos. So, yes or no? Yes. Perfect, thank you. Okay, last one. Are you willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency? No, I'm not willing, but I'm also not moving. I paid for this seat, so I'll be sitting here. Okay, so if you're not able to assist, that is totally fine. We just need to find a volunteer who's willing to switch with you to come to the exit row, and then we're gonna need you to switch out of the exit row seat. You're putting a lot of hypothetical pressure on a paying customer. No. I understand it is a lot of pressure and there is no obligation for you to be in this seat, but if you are in the seat, your answer does need to be yes to helping. So I'm just gonna see if there's any volunteers on the plane. I'll be right back with you, okay? Hi, ma'am. Sorry, I'm in that little seat right there. No, you are mistaken. This is my seat. If you wouldn't mind just coming out, I'm not going to be able to get past the seat with your legs and with your luggage all right there. I'm not moving. If you want this seat, it's a no. I didn't think anyone was sitting in this row. I'm not moving. Yes, I definitely am 17B. I'm right there, but okay, I will climb across you if you're not going to move. Do not touch me. You cannot go in front of me to get over there. No, you can stand right there and go find a different seat. I'm not moving. Don't touch me. If you're not gonna let me by, I'm gonna have to touch you. So you can either stand up and let me come into the seat, or I will have to just climb over you because you're making this so difficult right now. I don't understand. Just find a new seat, because you touching me and trying to force me to move out of my seat is unacceptable. Go sit somewhere else. I'm not dealing with this. Flight attendant, yeah, can you come here really quickly? Thank you, sorry. Hi, what seems to be the issue? This woman right here is touching me, demanding that I move when I'm in the correct seat and I'm not getting up. No, I'm in the middle seat and she won't move to let me by. And when I tried to move past her in the front, she yelled and screamed that I was touching her. So I'm really not sure what to do right now. Yes, ma'am, you do need to let her by. She is 17B and you are 17A. If you could please get up to let her by, or she is gonna have to scoot in front of you. Can you just stand right there and watch while I climb over her, just so everybody knows that I'm not doing anything wrong? I'm just gonna scooch by. Just don't talk to me for the rest of the flight. Don't look at me and don't touch me again. This is gonna be a great flight. Hi, can I get you started with anything to drink? Yeah, I'll have a Coke Zero, thanks. A Coke Zero, sure thing, here you go. This is not a Coke Zero. It is a Coke Zero. Are you wanting something else though? Is this not what you were thinking? That's not the color of the can of the Coke Zero that I get at home. It doesn't come in that can. Okay, well, regardless of the color of the can, this is a Coke Zero. We don't have any other colors of it or anything. So do you want this one or do you want a different drink? You're not even listening. The one that I get comes in a silver can with big red letters. Okay, our Diet Cokes come in silver cans. Do you want to switch it out maybe for a Diet Coke instead of a Coke Zero? Listen, I want a Coke Zero in a silver can. Now! Okay, well, I don't know what to do for you! We can either do the Coke Zero in this can, or I can get you a Diet Coke in a silver can. I've actually never even seen a Coke Zero in a silver can. So, which one, sir? Or I'm gonna move along. Fine, you incompetent air waitress. I'll just take that, thanks. Okay then, there's your Coke Zero. Do you need anything else? Oh my gosh, like now you're just being too attentive and in my face. Like, you can move along. Too attentive. Okay, yes, I'll be happy to scoot right along and never come back. Okay, have a good day. Here is your check. Thank you so much for dining with us. I hope to see you guys again soon. Okay, thanks. Yeah, you can just go ahead and get rid of all the items that I ate on there. Thank you. Why would I do that? Was there a problem with any of your food? No, there was no problem. Everything was so great. I'm a food influencer. I have a huge following, and I'm gonna go ahead and just post a free review of the restaurant, of your service, of the food. So yeah, you can just take my food off of the check. Thank you, and we do really appreciate you giving us a good review, but regardless of good or bad reviews, you do still have to pay for the food that you consumed in the restaurant. But I am giving you free exposure, so my meal should be comped. So you still do have to pay for your food though. It's not just for free because you're making a video or a review about it. I have over 500,000 followers. I'm gonna put this place on the map. Do you want me to leave a bad review to all of my really loyal fans? Do you want that? I don't think you do. Yeah, does this work? Throwing an adult temper tantrum in the middle of an establishment? Does that get you free things? The server is being so rude at this restaurant. Cancel this restaurant. The food is disgusting. I hate it here. It's absolutely horrendous. Ma'am, make sure you leave in there that you're wanting a comped meal for your review. Yeah, anybody can go on Yelp and leave a free review. This is how I'm acting because I charge a really high rate for my ads. So the fact that you're not giving me my meal for free when I'm doing y'all a favor by posting a review, absolutely not. 1 star. Is it gonna be cash or card for today? Because if you do not pay for your meal, you are stealing. So, cash or card? Yeah, here's my card. Just freaking take it. I can't even look at you right now. Do you not understand social media? Okay, I'm gonna run your card. Yeah, I'll be back, maybe. Hi, welcome in. Do you have a reservation for tonight? Yeah, we have a reservation. We're just a little bit late. Okay, what's the name on your reservation and what time was it for? Smith, party of 4 for 6 o'clock-ish. For 6 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock right now, so you're 2 hours late. It's not a big deal though. On your website, you said you have a grace period. So yeah, we're here for our reservation, 4 of us, thanks. The grace period listed on our website is 10 minutes, not 2 hours. Do you want to get added to the wait list for a table? We don't have anything right now. It is very busy. We are on about an hour-and-a-half wait, so it is going to be a while before you can get sat, but I'm more than happy to put you on the list. Why would we go on any sort of list if we have a reservation? That don't make sense! Being 2 hours late somewhere and demanding service immediately is what doesn't make sense. But again, would you like to be put on the wait list? Or there is a bar right there. You're more than welcome to go grab a drink, grab some appetizers, whatever you like. But as you can see from my email confirmation, we had a reservation for a table for tonight for 4 people. You can see the date right here. Yes, and right underneath the date right there on your confirmation email, it does say 6 o'clock. Yeah, your reservation was canceled a while ago. Well, this is absolutely ridiculous. You are completely ruining our night. Like, we made our plans specifically around this reservation. So you're running 2 hours behind on all of your plans. That's really unfortunate. I do apologize. But yeah, we don't have anything. Is there anything else I can do for you? Hi, welcome into the restaurant. How can I help you? Hi, I'm here for my reservation. It's Amanda, party of 4. Okay, let me see. So it looks like we don't have an Amanda down for right now. Would it maybe be under a different name? If it was under a different name, I would have given you that name. It's Amanda for 5 o'clock. Okay, well, it's currently 7 o'clock right now, so it's not 5. Your reservation did come and go. I understand the concept of time, but we're here now. So are we just gonna stand here all night long, or? You know, I make TikToks for fun, and sometimes people just think that I'm lying. So are you being for real right now, or are you joking? Look, I get it. You gotta do your job and enforce the policies. But when I made the reservation online, you had 5 all the way until close open. So I didn't really think it technically mattered what time we got here, but we're here now. So yes, ma'am. So reservations are not just suggestions of time. I have a time frame that you could come in between 5 to 7. You selected 5 o'clock and it is now 7 o'clock. We can put you on the wait list, but we don't have anything at this exact moment in time because, again, your reservation did come and go. Well, that's completely absurd and ridiculous. What's even the point of a reservation then? So we don't need to go round and round about the dictionary definition of reservation. But again, I'm more than happy to put you on the wait list. It'll probably be 30 minutes to an hour, but we can definitely get you a table tonight if you don't mind waiting. No, we are not waiting. This is completely ridiculous. We are taking our hard-earned money and business elsewhere. You won't ever see us again or hear from us again. Okay, super. It was so good meeting you. Have a really great night. Yeah, thank you. Hi, welcome to the restaurant for Mother's Day brunch. How may I help you? Hi, yes, we have a reservation for 2 under Monica. Of course, reservation for 2 under Monica. It looks like your reservation was a few hours ago. Is that correct? Yes, we got caught up at home waiting for the babysitter. I was hoping you could just sneak us in, actually, if you had an open table. Let me guess, you're totally about to start blaming this on me. Just because my golf game went a bit long with my buddies doesn't mean that we couldn't make the reservation. It's all my fault. I'm a worse husband. I didn't say anything about those things, honey. It's not your fault. It's okay. I was just explaining why we're a little bit late. I don't even like this restaurant. I literally would have never picked to eat here. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for right now, but the wait would only be 10 to 15 minutes. Is that okay? I'm not waiting that long or paying for this meal when I don't even want to be here. I know, but you had stuff for Mother's Day that I get to pick the restaurant, and you know this is my favorite restaurant, and then we were going to go for drinks after this as well, have a whole day of it. Yeah, well, today's already gone terribly wrong since the moment that we woke up this morning, and I just don't really want to be here. I want to go somewhere else. I'm going to go ahead and put your name down because that's what she said she wants. You're welcome to go to the bar and have a drink while you wait. Perfect. I'm going to go grab us a few margaritas from the bar. No, don't put our names down. We're going to leave. There's a sports bar right down the road. I'm a regular. You can meet all of my favorite bartenders. There's Amber, there's Tiffany. They're going to love you and you're going to love them. Okay, fine. I don't want to keep arguing, so let's just go over there. Have fun with Amber and Tiffany on Mother's Day. I have a question about my bill and I need you to change it. Hi, yes ma'am, of course. What seems to be the issue with your bill? You charged me full price for the margaritas. They should be half off. So we don't have any specials going on right now. Our margaritas are full price. They're not half off right now. No, I was here last week and the margaritas were half price. You need to change this to reflect the special that was going on last week. Okay, are you maybe talking about happy hour? Because during happy hour, our house margaritas are half price. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So change the bill. Okay, I think I see where the confusion is. A few things. First, our happy hour margaritas are only our house margaritas. You did get a specialty margarita that would not be included in happy hour anyways. And second, it is 9:30 at night on a Saturday. Our happy hour is Monday to Friday, 3 to 6. I don't care. Actually, I don't care at all. All I know is the last time I was here, these were half off, and I need you to fix the price to make them half off. Ma'am, I'm not going to be able to change the price of the drinks for you. It's not happy hour right now. We don't have any promos going on. Okay, well, what are you going to do for me then? This is a terrible inconvenience, and I'm not paying for everything that I ordered at full price. No, there's nothing I can offer you for free, and you will be paying full price for the drinks. Do you have any other questions? Is there anything else that I can clear up for you? We will never be bringing our services back here ever again. Sounds good to me. I'm going to run your card. I'll be right back. Why are you trying to take my dog away from me? Good morning, ma'am. My name is Sherry. I am one of the animal control officers in this city. Do you want to tell me a little bit about why you think I'm here to take away your dog? Because that stupid girl up front lied to you and said that I was abusing my dog. Okay, so we were just back there with the doctor examining Sweet Mocha, and from the lacerations on her ear, which you have said were from a chain, the lacerations around her neck that look like they're scarred and reopened, along with the ones on her paws and on her little ankles, it is very clear that there is animal abuse and neglect going on, along with the fact that you said she's a Great Dane Pit Bull mix and her weight is severely under any normal standard. None of that really constitutes abuse. I've always raised my dogs like that and they're just fine. Ma'am, everything that I just said in the state of Texas is illegal, and it's also very clear from the way that your dog smells and some of the things that are caked on her paws that she's clearly been living in her own waste, which is against the law as well for dogs. You do have to have a clean area for them if they are outside for any extended amount of time. Honestly, this dog is not even worth all of this trouble. This was going to be my last dog that I get anyways, so it doesn't matter. I just don't want the police involved. Well, I'm very glad that you are willingly giving us your dog because we would have been taking your dog anyways. And I can't speak for the police because you have broken the law, so we will be filing a report. This is very severe animal neglect and animal abuse, so I'm sure that the police are going to be contacting you. Can I go? Because this is just ridiculous. I can't even believe that this vet clinic cares enough to call animal control on a dog that they've never even seen before. Well, I'm not going to get fired from my job, so I'm going to zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket. But yeah, I'm sure you're free to go. Maybe just check out with the front desk lady and we will be taking Mocha. Thank you for calling the vet clinic 1 month later. How may I help you? Hi, this is Sherry over at Animal Control. I just wanted to give you an update on Mocha. Hi, Sherry. Yes, oh my gosh, we would love an update on Mocha. So after healing and a little bit of time with us, she has been rehomed. It was originally just a foster, but now it's a foster fail. So Mocha has her forever home. She is thriving. She is just living her best life. And I just wanted to give you a really happy update on her. Oh my gosh, I could just cry right now. That is the best update possible. Thank you so much again for all your help in facilitating this. Have a good day. Hi ladies, my name is Alicia. I'm the manager here for tonight. What seems to be the issue? So it's very obvious there's some kind of a mix-up at the hostess stand and we are getting blamed for it. We already have our drinks. We're sitting here minding our own business. That's not our problem. It doesn't seem like it's a mix-up or some confusion. It seems like you blatantly stole somebody else's reservation. You can't force us to leave. We are a party of 2 under Jones. It's a very common name. That's not our fault. Okay, so just leave us alone and let us finish our dinner. You're right. I'm not going to force you to leave in the middle of this restaurant on a very busy Friday night, but after you finish your drinks and after you enjoy your meal, you will be banned permanently and indefinitely from this restaurant. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night, but we will never be seeing you here ever again. You can't ban us from here. Isn't that some kind of unlawful harassment? Yes, ma'am, businesses do have the right to refuse service, and we will not be serving you here anymore. We are on about a 2-month waiting list to even get in to eat at this restaurant. So yes, this is not something that we tolerate at all and nothing that we will continue to tolerate in the future. So I hope you have a once-in-a-lifetime dining experience because it will be once in a lifetime. Hi, welcome back into the restaurant. I just want to let you know the manager's on his way up here, so if you want to take a seat, he'll be right out. I didn't request a manager. I want to talk to you specifically because my problem is with you. There's absolutely nothing that I can do for you, seeing as though you left your food in your car for 3 hours for it to spoil in the triple-digit degree Texas heat. So yes, the manager will be right up here since you are upset about that. That's not the problem though. The problem is that you let me leave this restaurant with spoiled food. It would have never spoiled in the back of my car. Yes, ma'am, it absolutely would have. Okay, yep, look, here he comes. He can help you. Hi, I'm the manager. I hear there's a problem with a to-go order pickup. There's a very big problem. Your hostess here gave me spoiled food from your kitchen. She probably went in the dumpster and just got somebody else's leftovers out and gave it to me. I want a refund and I want new food. She picked up her food from here 3 hours ago, went to go run errands and left her food sitting in her car the whole entire time. And now she's upset that there's a funky smell coming from it. Ma'am, that is not the restaurant's fault, nor is it our responsibility. We can either remake the food for you, and you will have to pay for it again, or I can dispose of it for you, whatever you need, but we are not going to be able to refund you any money. No, this is your fault, no matter what you say. It's still your fault. You can't just go to the store and buy a glass vase, and then when you get home, put some flowers in it, and then it accidentally shatters. Expect for the store to give you a free glass vase. Do you understand? Well, I'm never coming back here ever again, and you might want to send someone outside to clean up the parking lot. There's spoiled food everywhere. Bye, Stacy. Have a good night. Hi, I'm not only the manager, but also the owner. What seems to be the problem today? It's really not a big deal, but it just says on your menu that there are free refills for drinks, and she charged us for refills. Okay, were you charged refills for, let's see what it says. Were you charged refills for sodas, lemonades, water, any of those? Were you charged? No, but it doesn't say anywhere that those rules only apply to a specific part of the menu. Well, as you can see, we have two different menus here. We have our cocktail menu, which has all of our beer, any alcoholic beverage, we have it on a specific menu. And then we have our food. Hey, Monica, we have a man sitting down who says that he knows you and your husband. Thanks for letting me know. I'm super busy right now, but I'll stop by their table and say hi later. That's the thing though, I don't know if he actually knows you guys. He kind of just said, I know the owner, like I'm gonna be nervous about it and bow down to him or something. So do you think you could just go over there and talk to him? He didn't check in with the hostess. They found a table on their own. They're refusing to wait in line. So do you mind just maybe going and talking to him? He's asking for a manager. Enough said, enough said. I think my two biggest pet peeves in this whole entire world are when people seat themselves and people who pretend to know the owner to try to get free thing or to excuse any kind of attitude. Let's go talk to him. Hi, my name's Monica. What seems to be the issue at this table right now? Finally, someone with half a brain. We're friends with the owner and we just bypassed the hostess and found ourselves a table. Really no big deal, but she's freaking out about it. Yeah, she did say that you guys know the owner. Which owner do you know? There's a few of them. How does nobody around here not know who the owner is? I think he would be very disappointed in his staff. Well, being that the owners of this restaurant are me, my husband, and his brother, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that you don't know who they are either, because we all know who they are in this restaurant, and I am one of them. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Whenever I met him, he didn't say anything about, you know, a wife or a brother or anything. We didn't really get personal. He just told me that he owned a restaurant. And you see, the thing is, that's not gonna fly around here, okay? Even our friends, our personal friends who we know and who know us, who come into this restaurant, don't act like this. They know better than that. So you're gonna need to stand up, go to the hostess, put your name on the list, and wait just like everybody else. The bar, not the bar area, the bar is open seating. You're more than welcome to scoot on over there. But other than that, you are gonna have to go back up to the front, or you're more than welcome to leave. Okay, well, we're already sitting down, so can't you just make an exception this one time? Because if we accommodate you this one time, you'll come back in here expecting the same exact treatment every other time, and so will anybody else who's hearing this and any of your friends that you tell. So again, we really do want you to dine with us, and I know you'll have a great experience, but you do need to go back up to the front and wait in line with everybody else, okay? Ugh, how freaking ridiculous. Yeah, let's just go somewhere else. Thank you so much for your patience. The manager will be right up if you just want to take a seat. He's on his way. Sweetheart, you are totally fine. You've been doing your job perfect. Hey, Mike, sorry to disturb you, but we have a situation up front. Yeah, no, I don't care. Just go give it to them for free. Whatever it is, it's free. Give it to them for free. Okay, sure. I'll just go serve the minor alcohol then. Thanks. Okay, wait. Stop. What do you mean, serve the minor alcohol? What's going on? A mom is throwing a huge fit that she cannot order alcohol for her daughter who is under 21. Did you tell her it's the law in this state and that we legally cannot serve anybody under 21? Yes, I did. But she would like to talk to a manager, so you're up. Okay, what table are they at? I'll go out there right now. She's at table 19. I'll follow you up there. Hi, I'm Mike, the manager of this restaurant. I hear there's a little bit of an issue. We're confused about drinking laws. Yeah, nobody's confused. Your server just won't let me order alcohol for my daughter. It's my parental right. Okay, well, it is against the law in this state. There is a police officer right behind you dining, having a wonderful experience. Should we check with him and just make sure? Where? No, I mean, I don't think so. Are you sure? We can definitely ask him, though, about serving alcohol to a minor, if that's allowed or not. Mom, stop making such a big deal. It's fine. Who cares? Honey, shush. Mommy's handling this. Okay, whatever. We will not order a drink then for her. Okay, is there anything else that I can help you with? We demand a different server. She has ruined and embarrassed my daughter's day. Yeah, that is fine by me. I will go get you a different server. Okay, thanks again, everyone. And again, if you have any other questions about the laws in the state concerning serving alcohol to a minor, you can just turn around and ask the cop behind you, okay? We are never coming back here again. Hi, I'm here to euthanize my dog. Hi, my name's Jennifer. I'm going to be your technician for right now while we're trying to figure out the next best steps. Do you mind telling me a little bit about what's been going on? I'm really tired of having to explain this over and over again, but I don't want my dog. You see, this dog is a childhood dog for my children, and they're off at college. So now the deed is done. I don't have any more responsibility to the dog, so let's get this process going. So we will not be euthanizing your dog for you out of convenience, but there are many other options that we are happy to help you explore today. We can help you get in touch with fosters. We can look for rehoming. So what? This is a no-kill vet clinic? I've never heard of that. I didn't think I was going to run into this issue. There is a big difference between euthanizing a sick pet than just euthanizing a dog because you don't want to take care of your 5-year-old perfect healthy dog anymore. Whatever. It's literally none of my business what happens with the dog, but I'm leaving and I'm not taking the dog with me. And if you make me take the dog with me, so we need to figure this out right now. Yes, ma'am. So we are more than happy to take your dog for you and rehome them ourselves. So if you don't mind just signing these papers, giving us the rights to your pet, we will happily rehome him for you. I feel really bad for people who have really sick pets who have to deal with all of these legal hoops to jump through in order to get their dog put to sleep. It sounds a little bit ambiguous, don't you think? I'm not going to keep explaining this to you. There are many reasons why owners elect euthanasia, and usually it's because it benefits the dog. Their quality of life has declined. Many options, and all of them are in favor of the dog. This is not that case. Here's the leash. Good luck. Goodbye. Don't let the door knock you out on the way out. Have a good day.